Hello, first grade readers. Happy Thursday. It's the last day of the week. We did it. We got to Memorial Day weekend. So today I want to talk to you a bit about fact versus fiction. And it's important to know the difference between facts and fiction because you've been doing a lot of reading. And before you read something, and as you're reading something, you should be thinking to yourself, is this true? Or is this made up? Is this not true? Or could it be true? Or could it not be true? So I thought we would practice a little bit with fact versus fiction with a little activity I have here. You can see my board. I have over here the word fact and over here the word fiction. And if something is a fact, it means it could be true. If something is fiction, it means it might not be true. It's probably not true. So let's practice here today. Here I have, I live in Denville. Do you think that's a fact or do you think that's fiction? Now this might be a hard one for some of you if you don't know Mrs. Summer very well, but believe it or not, that is a fact. I do live in Denville and my kids go to Lakeview School. Let's do another one. I took a rocket ship to the moon. Do you think that's a fact or do you think that's fiction? I hope you said fiction because I did not take a rocket ship to the moon. That is not true. Let's do another one. The dog jumped over the truck. Now let's think about this. I know a lot of dogs. Do you think this is a fact statement or do you think this is fiction? Not true. Well, unless this is Super Dog, I'm going to say this is fiction. I don't know any dogs that could really jump over a truck. It would have to be the biggest dog and the best jumper. The last statement I have here is the dog jumped over the fence. Well, that sounds like it could be true. Dogs can jump pretty high, maybe not as high as a truck, but maybe like a low fence, they can jump over that. So I'm going to put that on my fact side. Today, boys and girls, I have left you with a worksheet called Fact or Fiction, and it has a list of sentences that you should read and cut out and decide, is that sentence a fact? It goes on the fact side, or could it be a fact? Or is that sentence probably a sentence that is fiction and could not be true? So let's look at the first one or two here. The cow jumped over the moon. Now, that sounds like something from a fairy tale or a nursery rhyme. Do you think a cow jumped over the moon? I don't think so. I would put that on the fiction side. Let's look at the next one. The dog barked at the cat. Could that be true? Could that be a fact? Could a dog bark at a cat? Of course it could bark at a cat. Maybe not every dog, but a dog could bark at the cat. So today, boys and girls, you're going to work on completing this worksheet and be sure to send a copy of what you complete to your teacher. If you don't have a printer to print this out, then you can make up your own paper and just fold it in half and put fact on one side and fiction on the other. And you can write the fact sentences on one side and the fiction sentences on the other. If you finish this up quickly and you would like to do an extra activity, you can go to the first grade poetry books that we have here and reread one or two poems and think to yourself, are these sentences facts or are they fiction? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Could somebody wonder what the star is? Of course it could. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Now, are stars diamonds? They're not diamonds, right? So that would be a sentence, that would be fiction. So you can give it a try if you have time. Otherwise, be sure to complete the fact or fiction page and have a really great weekend, boys and girls.